This is News with the Disney Dude. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Here now's the news for Wednesday, June 3rd of 2026. Haunted Mansion ornaments featuring Madame Leota, the Hatbox Ghost, and the gargoyles are now available at Walt Disney World. We found them at the Days of Christmas shop in Disney Springs, although they're probably, at this point, they're probably available at the Christmas shop in the Magic Kingdom, or you may be able to find them at the Haunted Mansion gift shop as well, but you probably have better luck finding them in the Christmas shop in Magic Kingdom, or the Days of Christmas at Disney Springs. Each ornament costs $26.99. Citrus blossom decals have been removed at Epcot's Odyssey Pavilion since the Flower and Garden Festival is now over. So now that flex space for the festival is no longer in use right now. So they've taken off the decals and they've roped off the area, so you can no longer go inside. Obviously, the bathrooms are still available, just you can't go inside that pavilion. Cool Kids Coloring Center has appeared at Critter Co-op at Walt Disney World. So they're starting to roll this out pretty much at all areas of Walt Disney World. They're doing this at Pixar Place in Hollywood Studios. They're having it at Critter Co-op at the Magic Kingdom, which is the gift shop for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. But this is great way to beat the summer heat, or go in there when, right, because this is obviously, now we're in June, so this is now the third day of hurricane season, so now we're starting our rainy season. So now when when there's a great big monsoon at one of the parks, now you can go. I assume that when it rains, they'll take the coloring activities at Hollywood Studios and they'll move them somewhere inside. I haven't seen that recently, so I don't know. But at least with at the Magic Kingdom, they have it inside, which is great. Air-conditioned building, great way to beat the heat or the summer rain. So, but that's great. That's great. And I'm sure that regular viewers will note that the last show I said that Joy stopped by Pixar Place and started coloring with the guests, which is fantastic, which I thought was really cute. It was really great, so but again, something else to do in this Florida heat that is so, or something to do when you're waiting for the rains to end. So but again, that's great. I think this is a wonderful idea. Entrance columns are starting to rise in Monstropolis at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Oh man, this hurts. In Grand Avenue, or what was Grand Avenue at this point, right in the entrance courtyard to what was Grand Avenue and Muppet Vision 3D, rest its soul. They have now started building the entrance column for Monstropolis. Pride Month Love Photo Op returns to Disney Springs and all across Walt Disney World Resort. They now have a photo op at Disney Springs, at Spaceship, and right by Spaceship Earth as well. So those Pride murals, and at Disney's Hollywood Studios as well. Right by, again, what was Grand Avenue, right by that area as well. So, and then I would assume that the Animal Kingdom one is back. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure that that's back already. So, but now you have all four theme parks decked out in Pride, in the with the Pride photo op, which is, you know, they always look great. They look fantastic. So now you can go get your picture taken. Excuse me. Cilantro Urban Food Truck has been removed from Disney Springs. So we reported that the food trucks would be leaving Disney Springs. So this is one of them to go. I don't know if they've all been removed yet or not. I don't know. I don't think so, but I would say any day now. I would say any day, though, all those food trucks are going to be gone. 6 more construction permits have been filed for Tropical Americas at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So now we're going to play the game of, you know, is Disney going to open this area in 2027? I highly doubt it. I really doubt it. Now, it could probably open in phases, but the whole land, probably not going to open. I would probably assume, now this is just an assumption, I don't know, but they could probably open up Indiana Jones first. I don't know. You know, since that ride is just getting reskinned, rethemed, you know, since Dinosaur is out, and then they're putting Indiana Jones in. If I had to take a guess, that would probably open first, but I don't know. I know nothing. So but it would just, they got a head start on the Indiana Jones attraction. So it would make sense for it to open first, but I really don't think this land is going to open all at once. I don't think they're going to make that 2027 opening date. I would love to be proved wrong, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. So, but, there is a strong possibility we could get Indiana Jones next year. But we're just going to have to wait until the next D23 to find out. But having that whole land open with Indiana Jones, with the Encanto ride, with the carousel and that whole other area with the eatery and stuff. I just don't see that happening. I really, really don't. Again, I could be proved wrong. Again, I don't know anything. So, I don't know. But, you know, if I had to take an educated guess, though, my assumption would be that Indiana Jones, the Indiana Jones ride is going to open first. If that doesn't open first, I would be very surprised. Very surprised. But I think that that's going to open first. Part of Frontierland Boardwalk is now closed for Piston Peak National Park construction at the Magic Kingdom. So if you remember, if you know Frontierland, that wooden bridge on the side of the main promenade, walking through Frontierland, that area is now closed. That area is closed, which that's going to make that space really tight, really, really tight. Because not only of the crowd flow, but then you're going to add on top of that the parade, the Festival of Fantasy parade, and then of course at night, you know, Disney Starlight. So that's going to be very congested, very, very congested. So I would pack your patience, because it's for the next couple years, that area is going to be very, very tight. Very, very tight. And plus, the extended queue for Haunted Mansion, that whole area is just going to be, that's going to be a mess. That's going to be a mess. So, you know, again, pack your patience, because it's going to be rough. It is really going to be rough these next couple of years waiting for Piston Peak to open. Moat filling continues at Cinderella Castle. The Tomorrowland area shows significant progress. So they have pretty much, if not all, they've probably finished all of the repainting of Cinderella Castle. So now they are starting to refill the moat back again. So I haven't seen this in person yet. So I don't really know how far they've gotten. But they're probably almost done. They're probably almost done, you know, filling the moat. Which I can't believe it wasn't. We've had an insane amount of rain for the start of hurricane season. So I can't believe that the moat hasn't been filled yet with, you know, but maybe Disney, you know, was keeping it drained for some reason. I don't know, but you know, I can't believe it hasn't been filled yet because of all the rain we've had, but you know, but they are just about completed. Just about completed with this project. And our last story is Demi Lovato and the cast of Camp Rock 3 take aim at Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin at the Magic Kingdom. Again, you know, all these celebrity sightings happen when I'm not there. So, but, you know, but it looks like they had a nice time. It looks like they enjoyed themselves. You know, I really need to just, I try to slow down this time of year because it's just so hot and you know, and the crowds are bad and the rain and everything. So this time of year I kind of slow down a little bit. I still try to go as much as I can because I have to keep up with my channels and everything. So I try to go as much as I can, but me living over an hour away makes it hard because obviously, you know, when it's raining, driving over an hour away in the rain is you know, it's not something that I enjoy doing. So, but again, I'm gonna try to keep going as much as I can. I'm gonna go to Hollywood Studios on Friday. The weather's supposed to be perfect. We're actually supposed to be cooling down, so that's going to be really nice. That's something that does not happen this time of year, is we're getting a very, very rare cool down. So it's going to feel great. It's going to feel really great. But I'm going to Hollywood Studios on Friday, so I'm going to check in with all this stuff and see all this for myself. So, but there you are. There is your news for this Wednesday. Rather short show. But if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to this channel for more content. I thank you guys very much for watching this video. I will see you right back here on Friday for Friday's news show. Again, I know that this was a short episode. There was nothing to rant about today. Surprise. Okay, that doesn't happen. So it's a short episode today, but I will see you right back here on Friday for Friday's news show. Until then, y'all keep each other safe and healthy, and remember that tomorrow is just a dream away.